Welcome to the Daily English News program on Azərbaycan Televiziya with the most important events of the day. President of Azerbaijan, İlham received Minister of Hajj and Umrah of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Tawfiq bin Fawzan Al Rabi'a.
Tawfiq bin Fawzan Al Rabi'a congratulated Ilham on his victory in the presidential election and the liberation of Azerbaijani lands from occupation. The head of state thanked him for the congratulations. The Saudi minister recalled that he had visited Azerbaijan in his previous positions, ailing the expansion of cooperation between the Republic of Azerbaijan and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in all areas, including tourism and the increase in mutual tourist visits in recent times. He welcomed the dynamics in flight routes. Tawfiq bin Fawzan Al Rabi'a said that the facilitation of the visa issuance process for citizens of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia by Azerbaijan is giving a serious impetus to cooperation in the field of tourism, and pointed out that his country has also taken steps to simplify the visa issuance process for Azerbaijani citizens. He once again thanked Azerbaijan for supporting Saudi Arabia's bid to host the Expo 2030 and the 2034 FIFA World Cup. President Ilham held friendly and brotherly relations between the two countries. The head of state recalled that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, remaining committed to the principle of Islamic solidarity, did not establish diplomatic relations with Armenia during the occupation of Azerbaijani lands, emphasizing that the people and government of Azerbaijan highly appreciate the fair position of Turkey, Saudi Arabia and Pakistan in the Islamic world. President Ilham highlighted the ongoing restoration and construction works in Karabakh and the implementation of the Great Return project. Touching on the positive dynamics of the tourist arrivals from Saudi Arabia and Azerbaijan, the head of state stressed the importance of reaching pre-COVID-19 pandemic figures regarding the number of tourists, stating that there is a great potential in this area. During the meeting, they emphasized the necessity of organizing exhibitions reflecting the economic investment, tourism and other potential of the two countries in Azerbaijan and Saudi Arabia, and noted the activity of the Intergovernmental Commission, highlighting that significant projects on urban development are being implemented both in Azerbaijan and Saudi Arabia. The site stressed the importance of cooperation in this domain. The Minister of Hajj and Umrah presented a keepsake to the Azerbaijani president.
President Ilham continues to receive letters of congratulations. King of the Netherlands Willem Alexander, President of the Republic of Iraq Abdul Latif Rashid, President of the Republic of Maldives Mohamed Muizu, President of the Republic of Mozambique Philippe Jacinto extended congratulations on re-election of the head of our state as President of the Republic of Azerbaijan. The allegations made against our country in the statement of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Armenia regarding the events in Sumgait are completely unfounded and a falsification of historical facts, said Ayhan Hajizadeh, Press Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, while commenting on the statement of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Armenia regarding the events in Sumgait. He said that this statement covers the acts of violence, mass expulsion of the Azerbaijani population living on the territory of Armenia, terrorism against the Azerbaijani people, provocations on ethnic grounds, and the use of military force to implement the unfounded and illegal territorial claims of Armenia against Azerbaijan since the late 1980s. Is an attempt to do so, it would be more useful for the Armenian side to look at the crimes committed against Azerbaijan as an Azerbaijani heritage, not only on the territory of present-day Armenia, but also during the occupation period, instead of making allegations that the policy of ethnic cleansing against Armenians is being carried out and that historical and religious monuments are being targeted, the Foreign Ministry official said. A letter has been sent to PASE on behalf of the International Secretariat of the Parliamentary Assembly of the Organization of the Black Sea Economic Cooperation, expressing regret of Azerbaijan's deprivation of voting rights in both the PSEC-PAI and PASE. As a member of both organizations, the authors of the letter emphasized that Azerbaijan respects human rights and express hope that the voting rights of the Azerbaijani delegation in the PASE would be restored soon. A visiting delegation led by the Deputy Minister of Labour, Migration and Employment of Tajikistan, Kiyomiddin Davlodzada, visited Bakudo Center No. 1. The guests were briefed on the operation and service divisions of the center. It was emphasized that the DOS concept provides public services based on the one-stop shop principle, ensuring transparency, efficiency and citizen satisfaction. During the meeting that followed, the Tajikistani delegation received a detailed presentation of the DOS agency. The presentation covered the application of new technologies, digitalization of services, the volunteer DOS program, as well as information of the agency's development prospects. Victims of the Khojaly genocide, one of the most horrific events in human history, were commemorated in the United States through several organized events.
Do not forget Khojaly genocide!
Do not forget Khojaly genocide!
On the 32nd anniversary of the Khojaly genocide, members of Azerbaijani and Turkish communities held a rally in front of the Embassy of Armenia in Washington, D.C. and chanted, "Justice to Khojaly." An event was held in the American Azerbaijan Chamber of Commerce situated in Washington, the participants of which paid tribute to the victims of Khojaly. Ambassador of Azerbaijan in the United States, Khazar Ibrahim, noted that though February 26 is a bloody page in the history of our nation, the Azerbaijani people, proudly remembering its martyrs, will achieve further consolidation of our state. Referring to the speech of President Ilham Aliyev, the ambassador underlined that we would never forget what happened in Khojaly, and every participant of this massacre will be held liable for the crimes they perpetrated. A number of national assemblies, international organizations, prominent lawyers, journalists and human rights activists recognized the Khojaly massacre as a genocide and a crime against humanity. Nevertheless, Armenia refuses to hold liable those who committed the genocide in Khojaly and many other war crimes. This was stated by Yashar Aliyev, permanent representative of Azerbaijan to the UN. The speaker proudly noted that the blood of the martyrs was avenged and our territories were liberated from the occupation. In the artistic part of the event, young musicians, soloists of the Dresden Symphony Orchestra and member of the Union of Musicians of Norway, Kamanchi player Shabnam Hussein, performed a concert program dedicated to the memory of martyrs of the Khojaly genocide. The display of works, art and conveying information about Khojaly also sparked great interest. There is also a photo exhibition dedicated to the Khojaly genocide in the park in front of the UN building. Here, members of the Azerbaijani community informed city residents about the massacre. Participants of the conference at the Holocaust Museum and Educational Center spoke about the political situation on the day of the Khojaly genocide, international aspects of covering the massacre, and the settlement of the Karabakh conflict by the strong Azerbaijani state. Consul of Azerbaijani Embassy in the United States, Ceyhun Ovruzov, spoke about the work to inform the international community within the framework of the Justice for Khojaly campaign. The city of Houston, Texas, also commemorated the victims of Khojaly. The memorial ceremony was organized by the Houston-Baku Sister Cities Association and Azerbaijan Center in Houston. During the event, with the participation of representatives of the State Committee on Diaspora Relations and the Embassy of our country in the United States, member of the Texas House of Representatives, Carvis Johnson, emphasized the need to bring up future generations in peace so that tragedies such as Khojaly genocide would never happen again.
You can get in touch with us via our WhatsApp and Telegram accounts at 051-511-1956, through which you can report events you encounter as well as share your suggestions and comments. That was all for the day. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye.